Let's teach you all of the secrets for upgrading your heroes fast. This will be a Town Hall 7 through Town Hall 17 guide, teaching you strategies, tips, everything you need to know. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel then, guys. I'm your host, Naki101. This video is your ultimate guide for upgrading your heroes fast. I will be honing in more on the Dark Elixir heroes, but I will be giving you some tailored advice for Town Hall 11 with the Grand Warden and Town Hall 13 with the Royal Champion. I've researched a lot for this video. I've split it up into different sections via video chapters, initially going over general tips, how you should prioritize the upgrades. Then we will go over bases, strategies, and pro tips at the end, because I like to bring educational but entertaining Clash of Clans videos. So, if that's the type of content you want to see, I would recommend subscribing and also turning on the notification bell. Remember, you can help to support your favorite creator in-game by using their code before making any purchases. Mine is Naki, and it is much appreciated, my friends. Starting out with a few general tips, many of these might be basic for a lot of you, but it is important you get this part right before we start talking about strategies to use and bases to use. First and foremost, you need to prioritize Dark Elixir. The heroes, other than the Grand Warden, are Dark Elixir based. And I think the question gets asked about upgrading heroes fast because Dark Elixir is a tough resource to get. So, for that reason, when you hit a new Town Hall level, you want to upgrade the Dark Elixir drills to their max level. I know you don't get the loot from them during their upgrade time, but it is definitely worth it in the long run. Also, the storage, upgrade this to the maximum for your given Town Hall level. There's a few reasons for this which we will be getting to throughout the video, but first and foremost, if you use a rune of Dark Elixir, you are getting the best value from that. As a side note, when I say prioritizing Dark Elixir, I don't just mean your base upgrades. I mean everything: your attack strategy, your league, your base layout. These are the things I'm teaching you how to do in this video, but the Dark Elixir needs to be centrally focused. It's not that you can't go after Gold or Elixir and regular upgrades, but if you want to upgrade your heroes fast, your primary focus needs to be the Dark Elixir. That includes builder management. This is hugely important. I can teach you how to farm Dark Elixir, but once you get it, you need to be able to spend it. Time is very important. So, my advice would be to have 2 builders reserved for hero upgrades only, and your target is to have those 2 builders working constantly on your heroes. The reason for that is, most of the players asking how to upgrade their heroes fast, I believe, are Town Hall 9 and 10 players, where you have your Barbarian King and your Queen. The grind to get them to level 30, then 40, really seems to be a little bit more difficult than when you are higher level and the Dark Elixir is a little bit more easy to come by. However, at Town Hall 11 and 13, I probably would still prioritize 2 builders, although if you do have more resources, you can obviously upgrade more than that. Another quick point on the 2 builders is that you want to rotate the upgrades as well. So when you get to the point where it takes 7 days for your Archer Queen and Barbarian King, you would upgrade one of them one day, and then the other one 3 to 4 days later. That means that as your Barbarian King is upgrading, you're farming the Dark Elixir to upgrade your Queen. Then as your Queen is upgrading, you're farming the Dark Elixir ready for when the 7 days of the Barbarian King is done, and then you have enough to upgrade your King again. You don't have to 100% stick to that upgrade schedule, but it does allow you to manage your Dark Elixir farming and upgrades a little bit more comfortably long term. Which raises the important point, which might seem like common sense, but you need to be actively farming. If you're not online and raiding people to get Dark Elixir, then you will never fill your storage as fast. Therefore, you will never be able to upgrade your heroes fast. I've got a couple of other quick tips before we teach you the farming strategies. First and foremost, if you are a free-to-play player, make sure to save onto the gems you earn to unlock the 5 builders. Once you have done that, keep an eye on the trader, because if the training portion is there for 25 gems, this is the best value, and it will allow you to farm Dark Elixir within that hour incredibly fast. For free-to-play players, I would recommend continuing to use your gems on the training portion and to boost your army for farming. But if you have purchased gems, you are farming Dark Elixir faster than the heroes will upgrade. Keep an eye on the trader, because for 500 gems, the Book of Heroes will probably be worth it for you. Okay, so now let's talk about the Dark Elixir farming range, where should you farm, and the defensive layouts, before we teach you the attack strategy specifically. Now, I did a video talking about the best trophy range for farming with each Town Hall level, but that was in relation to quick, cheap farming armies. I did say within that, for Dark Elixir, you want it to be a little bit higher. However, this is my recommendation for Dark Elixir specifically. For Town Hall 7 and 8, I think anywhere in Gold League is the best place. You have to be conscious that the higher up in Gold League you go, the more likelihood you have of someone stealing your Dark Elixir as well. I have found that anywhere within that range is perfect. For Town Hall 9, the high Gold League to low Crystal League, I wouldn't push too high into Crystal, because again, you need to be defensively protecting your Dark Elixir. However, for Town Hall 10 and above, Crystal and above is the league. I say that because people have different preferences for Dark Elixir. You want a strong army, you will find Dark Elixir throughout Crystal from Town Hall 10 and above, but you could farm right the way up at Town Hall 13. I personally like to farm in Titanite to practice for war, there's tons of Dark Elixir, so Crystal and above is the recommendation. For your base design, it goes back to prioritizing Dark Elixir, it should be centrally focused, difficult to get to. You can either build a base, copy one of your friends, or I have links for you in the description of this video. But I would recommend watching the next section on how to farm Dark Elixir first before you copy it. Basically, I went to the Clash Champs website, had a look at each of the Town Hall levels for a base that I felt looked good against Dark Elixir. So there's a base link there for Town Hall 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 17. You're welcome to copy them. But let's get to how to farm Dark Elixir for each of the Town Hall levels. Starting with Town Hall 7 and 8, I don't think you need a specific Dark Elixir farming strategy. I'll just stick with the bark for this one. Try and prioritize splash damage defenses towards the perimeter of the base. This will mean that your bark is a little bit easier to get into the base. You want to take heavy focus on where the Dark Elixir is situated, not just with the storage but also the collectors and drills. In my 300 subscriber special video, 300 tips in one video, we gave a lot of tips regarding Dark Elixir and where it is situated. If your king is up and alive, use him as a meat shield before your bark. But if not, you have your barbarians anyway. I like to take some wall breakers just to allow me into the base. The storage is not always towards the perimeter, it is sometimes in the center. Send the barbarians in first, followed by the archers to shoot over walls toward the Dark Elixir, and you also want to try and save onto a good group of them to get into the center of the base. This is where you might then consider using a rage or a heal spell to keep them alive and make sure they're doing maximum damage onto the Dark Elixir storage once they get to the center of the base. For Town Hall 9, there are two main popular Dark Elixir farming strategies. The second is my favorite, but I figured I would teach you both of them, and you can select your favorite. Firstly, though, we have the Goblin Knife. This involves creating a loot funnel on the outside of the base by taking out all of the collectors, then you provide direct access to the Dark Elixir storage for your mass goblins. You can mix other troops into the army composition, such as giants to tank the splash damages, particularly if both of your heroes are upgrading. You can also take wall breakers, but I like to take 2 jump spells to ensure I have access to the Dark Elixir storage. Use a rage spell over the top of it. Your main aim is to get the goblins to the storage, take it down, and then you're done. The second Dark Elixir farming army for Town Hall 9 is the Lunian. This is my personal favorite because it's easier to use at Town Hall 10 as well. The downside is that you do need to spend some Dark Elixir on minions, which, for Goblin Knife, you don't. Send a line of balloons in first, followed by the minions, and you're using 4 rage spells. 2 initially prioritizing the wizard towers, and then as the balloons get to the center of the base, you're using your next 2 rage spells. This means that the balloons are raged over the core, and it also means any minions that get to the Town Hall and Dark Elixir storage are also raged. If you do have heroes, you can use them on the back end in order to tank wizard towers, maybe even pop off any other collectors. But the good thing about this strategy is, it's very basic. You just send a line of balloons, send a line of minions with the rages, and you don't need your heroes for it. If you do have heroes, you can use them on the back end in order to tank wizard towers, maybe even pop off any other collectors. But the good thing about this strategy is, it's very basic. You just send a line of balloons, send a line of minions with the rages, and you don't need your heroes for it. Queen, you're in the middle of a boost. Do not start the upgrade as soon as you get enough Dark Elixir. Let's say you have 30 minutes left on your boost. It's not worth it to have the hero finished 30 minutes earlier. You're far better off continuing to farm with your hero for that extra 30 minutes, because likely, it will help you get more Dark Elixir, which is definitely more beneficial in the long run. When you're getting to the end of the boost and you're going to be upgrading the hero, just know that for the final attack, you no longer have to worry about preserving the health, which you normally would to use on the next attacker for defense. You're going to be upgrading the hero, so just let it take as much damage as necessary to help you out. Also, as you are farming, always be on the lookout for free Dark Elixir snipes. Sometimes people put their storages on the outside of the base to try and gain trophies. If you're farming Dark Elixir, you don't care about that, Take the free Dark Elixir. Sometimes, if you get too high up in the trophy leagues and you need to drop to get to your desired level, you can actually search for bases like this as you are dropping, and gain a whole ton of Dark Elixir. 2 other little tips. If you're considering anything to purchase to help speed up your progress, the Gold Pass is 100% the best value. Not just because of all the perks you get, which is value in itself, but also the Season Bank can give you 250,000 Dark Elixir each and every month extra. That's an entire hero upgrade, maybe even more than that depending on your level, because you tend to get a book of heroes as well. Now, for the Clan War League medals, I did a whole separate video breaking down a rewards guide. If you are a Town Hall 8 and below, for your heroes, I would recommend the Builder portion. Your king really doesn't take too long at that level, and the Dark Elixir is not enough to warrant going for the hammers. Builder portion is the best benefit. For Town Hall 9 and above, always know you have the Hammer of Heroes. Now the hammer works differently than the book, in that you don't have to spend the Dark Elixir, and it will instantly upgrade the hero. It adds 1 level to your hero. But also be cautious. Sometimes the Hammer of Fighting might be the better option if you are struggling to get enough Dark Elixir to upgrade the heroes, because the Hammer of Fighting doesn't cost as many medals, and you can upgrade the Dark Elixir troops in the lab. You don't have to worry about using your Dark Elixir in the lab, just for heroes. So, I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you do want to see the top 5 farming strategies, I have it linked on your screen alongside the subscribe button. But that wraps it up for this one. You guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. So here's the truth. Upgrading your heroes fast takes strategy, timing, patience, and maybe a little dark magic. People will tell you they did it in 3 weeks. What they won't tell you is they gemmed half of it, or stole their sibling's credit card. Cold sweat smile. But you've got this guide now. You don't need to spend. Just play smart. Now, tell me in the comments. Fire, what's the biggest lie you've ever heard about upgrading heroes in Clash of Clans? I'll pin the funniest or weirdest one. Now that you know all the best tips, tricks, and secrets for upgrading your heroes fast in 2025, it's time to act. Whether you're in early game Town Hall 7, or mastering your power at TH17 and beyond, remember, heroes are the heart of your offense. Upgrade them smart, upgrade them fast, and dominate every battle. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your current hero levels. And if you want a part 2 or an update once TH18 drops, let me know in the comments. Seat you by the fire. Listen, listen. There's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light. And it might taste